Doug.
And I'm Cathy.
And this, of course, is Maggie Mae. And as you can see behind us, we're at the Florida State Fairgrounds, ready to kick off our coverage to you of the Florida RV Supershow. Today we had an opportunity to view a new floor plan, the 351BH, with Sam Lingrich, the product manager of Montana High Country. This is one of the most innovative floor plans. Sit back and enjoy.
We're going to look at the new 351 Montana High Country today. We're super excited to be here at the Tampa RV show and be able to share this product with you. This new floor plan for us is a floor plan to try and hit the now more than ever active young families that need additional sleeping areas, but also want to have a nice large kitchen to actually do the meals and stuff of that. So I'm going to point a couple things on the exterior of a Montana High Country. Montana High Country is our starting point. We build Montana High Country in Montana. When someone asks me what's the differences, it's really the amenities. We put more standard amenities into Montana, but the DNA of the product and our expectation of performance is identical to both of the products. So we don't make the walls thin, we don't take content out, go with small frames. They're identical almost, but for example, the best one I can use is like the microwave. In a Montana High Country, it's a nice over-the-range residential 30-inch microwave. But when you buy a Montana, it goes to a convection and it's standard. That's what I mean by just component changes. But new for 2022 and all Keystone products, not only Montana High Country, we're super excited about our Solar Flex program. So on a Montana High Country right now, when you buy one, you get standard what we call an SF200 package. That gives you a 200-watt solar panel on the roof and gives you a Victron 15-amp control charger. Now, is that enough to boondock? No. I don't want to misrepresent it in that way, but it's going to allow you to keep your batteries fresh. If you decide to change to a lithium battery, it's going to keep those fresh. That's what we were trying to do, is actually make the ownership experience that much better. So again, we offer upgrades from that to our SF400, and in Montana we go all the way to a 1200 series. But again, the number represents the amount of solar panel on the roof, not necessarily the battery, because you, the consumer, will ultimately determine how big you want that gas tank, which is basically your battery. So again, standard solar on a Montana High Country is very exciting. And all Montana High Countries in the front end, we do something a little different than most. You'll notice you have two compartments. The reason that's important is because a lot of people will do a single compartment, and then if you decide to do a generator and utilize it, now all of a sudden you have to have that door open and your batteries are exposed to theft or somebody just doing something. This compartment here allows you to just put your generator in there and actually completely keep your batteries and your other control stuff completely locked where it's not exposed to the elements. That is one key thing that Montana and Montana High Country do differently on the exterior. All of our front caps, we utilize what we call a max turn radius. And what that benefit is it actually allows you to have a better turning radius, less opportunity to hit the cap into your cab of your actual truck. But we're doing that because in the frame is where we have our patent. We actually have a front tube that is actually bent versus other competitors. To get that same radius, they can't use our patent. So they have to go underneath here and they have to cut their frame, makes it less strong. Some of the things you can't see. And that's what a lot of the story about a lot of Keystone brands in Montana High Country is: the engineering, the color-coded wiring, the additional knowledge we put in our slide-out systems. We paint our own front caps to control the quality of that. So just something I wanted to highlight. A couple other things on the outside exterior. All Montana High Countries, most all floor plans, we're going to get standard a double awning. Again, patio area is so important to consumers. So in this year, we've actually added the second awning onto most of our slide outs. Both of those are going to be power. Both of those have the opportunity to actually dip down if you need to for rain. Although every RV has an entry door, we got to get inside of it, right? But we try and do that area better than the rest of the competition. And what we do there is we actually, all models have a 30-inch wide. Not only 30-inch wide, but we do a 78-inch tall. So we use the tallest RV entry door in the industry. We've also added some nice features to the door. We've actually found that most people, you'll see that we actually do a nice fiberglass white door. We've seen some brands have actually put black on here. It kind of looks nice, but that door gets so hot from the sun. Again, white is better, so that's what we've done here on this entry door. In talking about white, one of the other things we did for 2022, listen to customer feedback, was actually the shroud on our air conditioners. We were doing black AC shrouds, but customers were saying that, you know, it looks nice, it looks better in black, and I agree with that. It makes that air conditioner work so much harder from the heat. We've changed all of our AC shrouds on our roof to white, and already customers are getting benefit from that. So the rear storage area in this floor plan, again, this is actually provided because we have a huge rear bunk area, but this is huge for a bunkhouse model. Not only that, but you'll know that it's very unobstructed. You have no plumbing, it's flat floor. You're going to be able to load and unload that, and we actually take an extra step, and this is actually metal around the actual perimeter, a quarter of the way up, to actually help protect it from stuff you may slam in there, golf clubs or things of that nature. So that's a really unique part of this floor plan here. Some people ask, well, why don't you actually put this luggage door all the way up? By code, we legally can't do that because above it we have an exit window. So you're not allowed to obstruct that. If a customer would want to do that, they could take the strut off, flip it up on their own, put a magnet on there, but we can't do that legally.
What's the weight on that?
Other things we do on all high countries are our tail lights. Even though it seems very, very simple, we actually always manufacture our units with a backup feature. Now we know that's not going to light it up so much that you can actually see backing up, but that's going to tell the Mrs. or Mr. or whoever's helping you back in, hey, I'm backing up now, I'm not going forward, to get out of the way, and it's a really nice safety feature. We've all been at the campsite where all of your friends are running, hey, the Joneses are here, the Joneses are here, and the kids are running around. It really helps give you some extra safety. Also on this floor plan, we do an outside kitchen standard, a couple features of it. We do a nice little actual light here. You'll notice that that light strip, I'll shut this one off, it's actually an amber. So if you need some light and you don't want to have quite as much of a bug attractor, we've done that as a nice feature. You also have a white light that's actually either on or you can do it as motion. We've got a small residential refrigerator. We've got some nice storage area for your cookwares. We've got a locking 2-burner Dometic cooktop. This actual springs here, this locks, goes in and out. And then one of the things a lot of customers ask for is a nice cutting board. So standard in their outside kitchens, you get a cutting board with an actual Montana logo, but you can actually, it's a great place to store it. And again, that stops you from scratching up your all metal countertop. So now we're on the inside of the 351 BH Montana High Country. You can see you've got a large area here. And again, a lot of bunkhouses, what they'll end up having to do is they'll actually only give you a theater seat or only give you a sofa. And this floor plan specifically, you have a nice love seat sofa here that makes into a full bed. It's a tri-fold. Then you have your full theater seat that has your electric recline, which also, we call this a pontoon arm because it's come from the pontoon industry, that allows you to either have a place to drink your drink holders, or you can take it out and you can actually, a small child can lay across there. And then you've got the nice 4-seat dinette. Also in all high countries, you can order it with a booth if you need extra sleeping, but we do this with the 4 chairs as the most popular. In all of our slide outs, you're going to find we actually use what they call a woven floor. This is actually a PVC floor. It's practically indestructible. It's really been popular in the RV industry. They manufacture it for us with an actual carpet backer. So if a stone is underneath here or something when you're camping, if this was just the PVC and no backer, that stone would come up through. So this is going to help protect this from any of those issues. And you'll notice, if you can see over on the other side, a unique feature, all of our high countries, all of our kitchen slides are flush floor. Normally in the past, you would always have a ledge right here that you would have to kick. So when you were in front of the stove, whoever's doing the cooking would have to deal with a ledge. No longer. These are all flush floor. And again, here's that PVC flooring that if spaghetti sauce or something's dropped, it's an easy wipe up. So that's been a good thing.
That's great.
Other things that we do on the high country, again, we do all of the actual residential size microwaves. So this is a 30-inch microwave, residential, over the range. If it were to break, we use a GE brand and we love GE, but you can put any microwave up there. It's not an RV microwave that you have a hard time replacing. And then we really anchor it onto the Suburban stove. Suburban stoves, again, been building stoves for years. There's a lot of stoves out there, but they have been doing it forever. We've got a large cast iron grate, 3-burner. I always get a kick out of the new ovens that are 4-burner. 4-burner, you can actually put less pans on it. And if you actually get the owner's manual of a 4-burner, It actually determines the size of pans it can use, and you can only use small pans if you follow their actual instructions. So we really like the Suburban brand. It's got a really nice feature where the actual knobs, you'll notice, are white now in the background, if you can see it in the camera. As soon as the gas is actually turned on, they go to red. So if you have some grandkids that are running around and you always worry about that, you're going to see very quickly that that's actually turned to red. We have a separate light for those, and we actually have a light for the oven where you can have those and the oven in case you only use these maybe as a night light. So it's a really nice, it's a great company. They've been doing it forever. This is the big ovens that are out there. This has less than a 0.4 cubic foot smaller than that. So if you can see a 0.4 cubic, those other ovens look bigger, but this has one of the largest ovens, and again, they've been in the business for a long time. But with the glass, again, that provides. The other thing that we've seen in the industry is a lot of these new stovetops, they don't allow you to actually do a cooktop cover. They're elevated, so now you have a ledge. If your pan comes over, it's going to actually fall over onto your actual countertop and cause you issues. But enough about the stove, right? So let's talk about the back end of this unit. So if you can see me back here, this is the actual exciting part of back here is you actually have two bunks. They're not only bunks, but oversized bunks. There's a size that an adult can sleep in here if needed. And we also have made it very convenient. We provide you with actually a push button light. We actually 110 outlet and a USB charger. We have air conditioning and heat back here, so it should be able to be used year round. But again, the real thing we want to stress is the actual size of these bunks that are almost the size of a full bed, top and bottom. You can't see it, but we also offer some storage into these areas. And yes, a full adult can get out of here. So now we're in the front master bedroom. So in all of our high countries, we offer either a queen or a king mattress. In this one, they've optioned in the king. That gives you obviously a larger bedroom, or actually bed surface area. New for 2022, you'll actually see located on the end of here, I don't want to break the wrapping, but if you can see here, it says soft and firm. Number one thing we fight with mattresses and consumers is the mattress the company is doing is too soft or it's too firm. You can actually put technology in this that actually allows you to flip it and you'll get a firm feel. Right now, if you slip on it, you get a soft feel. So it's actually getting two mattresses in one, and it's kind of new, and we did it for 2022. The other things we improved in the actual bedroom, CPAP machines, or the actual shelves that cause you to have such a challenge in making your actual beds. So we've gotten rid of the nightstands in most cases where they were small. We went to these really nice CPAP shelves. You'll notice that you have a 110 outlet, so if you do have to plug in your CPAP, or you want to lay a drink up here, you want your books, again, it's a really nice feature. And again, that was based on customer feedback.
And you put an outlet on either side, which is nice.
Yes. Let's talk just a little bit about air conditioning systems. Our air conditioning systems we feel is the best in the industry. We've done a lot of engineering in our Blade system, but we stepped it up this year. Blade system, what is Blade? Blade is a very, very great system in the ductwork that you can't see and what we call the rotaires, the actual air control of this. I'm going to pop one out and show you the benefit. So when you pull these out, this is how it's actually engineered. It actually has a scoop on it. And what that scoop does is as the air comes across it, it actually causes turbulence. So believe it or not, most people think you want it like this direction so it grabs the air. It's actually the opposite. If you turn it this way and the air is coming across it, the air will dive and you can get more air. So just by spinning this, you can get more or less air. The other thing we found is the number one complaint that people get on this type of an AC system is hot and cold spots. So this is actually more of a convection. It will actually push the air out evenly through the entire coach. But we want to take it one step further in 2022. So Keystone actually worked with the manufacturer, and we have what we call Blade Pure. For the first time ever in the RV industry, we have true MERV 9 filters in the actual AC. At any point in time, a customer, whether they have a lot of allergies or they get into a very high allergy area where pollen's terrible, you can buy these anywhere, Amazon, Home Depot, and you can quickly replace them and have full filtered MERV 9 AC system. One of these are on both ACs, and you say, well, this is going to be really loud. Now you got an AC system here. Not the case, because this is done in conjunction with the actual Coleman Mach Series Q series. They re-engineered their ACs where they're super quiet. So the old days of having to have whisper quiet to hide the noise of the air conditioner are no longer. So we were able to develop this. This is exciting because I love stuff that just isn't a copycat. This is something that we've spent 1.5 years in developing, and it's good for the customer. And that's when it's really fun.
Nice. And quick and easy when it comes time to change filters.
Yeah, we wanted to come up with something that wasn't like a filter you had to buy from us. That was where we started right away, was what small filter that gives good MERV 9 conditions can you get and buy it anywhere? You know, that's the worst part, is when we as a manufacturer put something so unique that 3 years later you can't even find the part. You know?
That's great. So we've noticed traveling around the country, every place you go, you have different sets of allergies. Florida's pollens are different than the Northeast pollens, and so that's going to be very beneficial.
Yeah, and there's nothing worse than when your beautiful wife or your companion says, we can't camp this weekend because the pollen rates are high and it's going to drive me crazy. And we know the traditional AC system is going to suck it in, or it's going to get inside and just recirculate it, and there's nothing to catch it. We've all been there. So in this floor plan, just real quick, if you'll follow me here, one thing that we didn't do was we didn't actually skimp on the room in the bathroom. So you'll notice all the way I'm at the medicine cabinet, I can almost barely touch the other wall. A lot of people in fifth wheels are compressing the bathrooms and taking up space. The actual radius shower, believe it or not, as far as shoulder space, you have more shoulder space in a circle, like when a person turns, in this shower than you do in a square shower. As you can see here, I'm not hitting my shoulders as I fully turn, as where when you're on a square shower, in most conditions, the shower's long, but it's narrow. So a lot of radius showers have come back, and this is where we anchor this for us. But.
Nice. And I like that you still have room in there for 2 doors, so that people from the bunk end or people from this end each have their own access.
Yep. And then the other thing is, customers think they may want a washer dryer, so all of our floor plans either are prepped for a combo washer dryer or a stackable, depending on the location. This floor plan specifically, if you were going to use and need a washer dryer, it's prepped here fully for a combo washer dryer. Washer dryers have come a long way, so more and more people are going the combo route just so they don't have to give up as much storage. So this is a 351BH. I hope you enjoyed the tour.
Sam, thank you very much.
Yeah, I get talking fast, so
that's okay. A lot of information to cover in this unit too.
Yeah,
very different than a lot of units on the market.
And we always like to close with, on behalf of the 250 plus employees that build Montanas, thanks for the opportunity to show you this Montana. We hope we can earn your business.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
So, Cathy, Sam did a terrific tour of this fifth wheel with us. What did you think?
Oh, this is beautiful. This is definitely set up for a family. There's so much sleeping space, and it's comfortable, it's beautiful, and gosh, I don't know what else to say. It would just hit everything.
Really, really, really nicely done. And we want to thank Sam from Keystone for taking the time today to show us around this unit. And if you like what you saw, definitely get in touch with a Keystone dealer in your area. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do that and ring the bell so you'll be up to date on all of the videos we have coming out of the Florida RV Supershow.
And thank you for following us as we follow the moon.
Thanks for watching today.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel.
And be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when new videos come out.
Don't forget to follow us on social media too.